If you are someone who doesn't think you need to incorporate stories into your presentations to make a point, or if you are someone who is scared to incorporate stories into your presentations because you don't want to be too vulnerable at work, or if you're just unclear about how to incorporate stories altogether into your presentations and this is something that you want to do, then this video is for you. Keep watching. First of all, I want to say the days of you not being able to bring in your true spirit and personality into work and show all of those beautiful sides of yourself are over. It is time that you stop compartmentalizing and start bringing your unique value and your unique authentic self into every space. Why? Because this is how we build trust. Now, this is why it is so important that you start incorporating little stories into your presentations so that people can start to get to know you better. So how do you do this? And I get it. It can be scary. It can feel vulnerable. It can feel completely out of your comfort zone. And I recognize this. So let's start small. I'm going to give you an exercise to think about, and I want you to ask yourself the question, where are some of these stories in the exercise I'm about to give you applicable in my day-to-day work? Here's the exercise I'm giving you. I want you to sit down with pen and paper, yes, analog, old school style, and I want you to start thinking about your timeline, your life's timeline. Start at the age of 5 and start to think about all of those stories from age of 5 to age 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, until your present age. Think about all the stories that lie in between and see what comes up for you. And then once you're done with that exploration and that exercise, start asking the question, how can I tie this story into my work? Ask yourself questions about what were the details in that moment in my life that I can share. What was I feeling in that moment? Write that into your story. It doesn't have to be a big transformation story. It doesn't have to be a story about trauma. It can just be a very simple story. Here's an example of something I used recently. So last week, I got to go to Kuala Lumpur to work with a client. And I got to taste a bunch of different kinds of food that I hadn't tasted before, or I hadn't had it in that way before. And so I used that experience of trying new foods to talk about curiosity and how when we try new things, it promotes growth. We grow as humans. And that's what I encourage for my public speaking clients to also do, is to be curious, to try new things and grow. So it was a simple metaphor. It was a simple thing that I used from something that happened in my life, and I shared the things that I got to try for the first time. It was fun. Okay, let's start telling more stories. If you do the assignment, tell me how it goes, leave it in the comments, and of course, follow me here for more tips like this.